Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. So, EWC just wrapped up. It is Club Sandwich here. I am BrizZain, and my co-host.
Fesom, you know it.
You know it, boys. So we're gonna be talking about all things EWC. We took a little break because mainly no Rocket League was going on, and it was kind of boring. Low
Some
key.
IRL stuff came up too.
Yeah, he
But
also
yeah,
got pretty busy. This goofball. Anyways, yeah. So we're gonna talk about Group A first and foremost. Foot took a game off the best team in North America, results-wise, NRG. Crazy. And Carmine and VP, not much to say about there. Food beats VP. Cool. And then NRG loses to KC. And let's get into that game 5. NRG looked okay through the series. They heated up in the second half. Anything you want to say?
honestly, at first it was just KC dominantly just taking control of the field, and then NRG just woke up.
Yeah, that's what I saw too. NRG looked dead in the water, and then randomly they said, hey, we are a team that plays in North America, where it might be good. And they took them to 5.
Started to see
Obviously,
a lot more team plays out of NRG as well.
yeah, they looked a lot more coordinated, a lot better overall. So pretty good out of NRG to clutch it, but they weren't able to succeed. Obviously, this should have been a goal.
A lot of times where Daniel's setting up like a solo play for a finish, and nobody's really there for it.
Like here, this should have been instantly in their net as well. Like there's just a little bit of delayed collaboration, I feel like, from NRG. They're not fully recognizing team plays. Here, obviously,
It's
Vatira
a
with a
good
crazy
shot, but
save.
the tier is just he's on timing. KC this entire tournament is on timing. They're looking like the best team in the world again.
Yeah, this has been a bounce back tournament. Obviously, if you guys watched Riley, the Riley Major, you would know that KC had a little bit of a blip, dude. They did not look good at all. It just was not clicking. Anything they did just did not work. Yeah, that was kind of it for Riley. This tournament has definitely been a bounce back for them. 100%. NRG look a little lost. Not unexpected though. I'd say. We've kind of known that NRG needs to be pushing forward.
Step up. And I am going to talk about Tati here. Tati said they're a very defensive team, but if you watch this entire series, there was some times where they weren't even playing third man. They were leaving the net wide open. They were pushing up way too far for no reason.
Yeah, they look like thermal defense. There's a lot of times where Daniel's last man, and he should not be needing to be last man in those scenarios. I mean, here, like even there, you
Like,
see.
that's literally, yeah.
I mean, Daniel's off defense for 1 second, and it's a goal. No offense to Beast Mode Atomic, but it's just not working out.
I want to see Atomic step up more at Worlds. Another player
Sure.
that we knew he was.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, but I think this event, specifically, obviously excluding Riley and all that, it's crazy to say Beast Mode looked like the worst player on NRG. Atomic was second best. Daniel's obviously Daniel, but it's just like this NRG team, they just need to evolve, man. They're just not pushing past their limits at all.
Have so much untapped potential that it's not really being used. Not playing to their full potential at all.
Yeah, and I do kind of want to move on to the topic of like when we think about NRG's like playstyle, not really playstyle, but like they are being hard carried by talent. It's time someone said it. The talent within NRG's carrying themselves. Like Atomic, talented player. Daniel, talented player. Beast Mode, talented player. Like they're all very talented players. And at this point, that's what's carrying them to get these consistent top 4s. But if they want to like do what they did last year and move into those top 2s again, maybe even compete for winning, they have to change the system. They have to get better. They have to just be like they have to understand coverage and like space. Um, it's a major issue, and until they do that, they won't be winning.
Sadly, they're going to keep getting top 4s and below.
Yeah.
Top 4 if they're lucky enough.
Speaking on the terms of KC, their talent carries them to like top 2s.
The
But
talent is just that great,
yeah, their talent's just that is just that much, dude. Like their
and they
talent's
have
gonna carry them.
a good system as well. Whenever you stack a good system with talented players, I mean,
No
you
one's
get
even close.
EWC.
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah, you get EWC basically. But this was a crazy shot from Dan. Passed it from beast mode. Good play
I
overall.
love that play. I love that play.
And like the thing is, like it's not even NRG's offense that's like the main issue. It's just their defense. Like
The
their defensive
defense.
structure is just not there at times, and it's majority of the time it's not there. Like individually, sure their defense is fine, like ish, but it's just their team defensive structure is just never there, and it hurts them a lot.
Yeah.
Like and also, why
Really,
is Atomic rushing in for that?
I don't know. I like this cut right here, but I really feel like this should have been a pass somewhere
Right.
back. This
Like
is
all this
also a
is
great
like
play
within the
right
realm of what Casey's wanting NRG to do. Like if you're looking, Casey's not really
here.
struggling
Okay,
to
that
like
was a crazy bump though.
that
If
was
that
a good
bump didn't
bump.
happen, it probably would have been a goal.
Yeah.
NRG only locks in after they've been beaten. Like I need them to lock in from the start, like how G2 was.
Like they're Spider-Man, dude. Take a bunch of beatings and then finally start swinging.
Once NA starts doing really bad, then they start noticing, hey, we gotta be the ones to change. Hey, NA's last hope, right?
NA's last hope for this event was funnily SSG. Funnily enough, that was SSG.
We'll get into how SSG did, and I'm sure everyone knows what happened. If not, then we'll be talking about that shortly.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that in a little bit. This is gonna be a little bit of a pretty long video out of us. We kind of want to recap EWC as a whole, talk about the teams, the current state, even maybe power ranking of players and teams. Might do a team power ranking separately, probably, but yeah, we got a couple videos we want to record, so I'm very excited. But yeah, I think this event is a little bit of a glance into Worlds.
Of what worlds will be, yeah.
Um,
Besides GK, but we'll get into
besides
them.
GK, yeah. GK definitely impressed me this event, but again, we're looking at. I mean, there's not really much to say about NRG other than they really just need to change and evolve, or else they're gonna lose. Like that, or
Which
I
is
mean,
what happens like every land they're in. Like we know this is the same thing. So reoccurring,
yeah, like I can expect
same
them to be
issues.
okay in groups. I can expect them to like maybe get a win in playoffs if they're lucky, and then that's it.
Yeah,
Like this top 8 is nothing of not expected. Like this is what we expected. I feel like out
bare
of
minimum
NRG.
is a top 8 finish. Like, I mean, we expected at least a top 6, top 4, but you know this EWC is so stacked, so many good teams right now.
But yeah, this was at the this is the group A. Obviously, like we were talking about the center match, and there's Jolly with the finish on
Oh, also
a
go back on this. Go back on this. I didn't like the fact that Atomic didn't cover the shot. So
right. Yeah,
he
Daniel
pops it
with
up.
an early jump. Beast Mode's not prepared for
Yeah.
that, and
Beast
yeah,
Mode is doing his job of forcing him because he's covering the shot right there low. So Atomic has to be back in net here, defending the top right shot or the high shot. Because like I mean, Beast Mode's got your low / mid shot. You just gotta play the high. He panicked and he just went.
yeah. I mean, Fatira 7 saves, dude. That guy is massive on defense. But I mean, like we said, NRG, they have the offense, they just can't capitalize, and I mean that's how it is.
Exactly.
And their defense lets them down again. But
Oh,
nonetheless, let's get into.
moving on. What we get into again. So next
So
replay.
here, obviously, we have Group B. We have Dignitas versus Wildcard, nothing out of the ordinary. Wildcard takes
They
a
Wildcard
game.
got one game and it was a good showing, but again, it's Dignitas. You know they're gonna lock back in. They're a pretty good squad, honestly. The only thing is that I don't like how apparently Jack Bull sends a lot of balls. We were actually me and BrizZain talked about this.
Funnily enough, I don't know if you guys have seen the stream that I was on. I was on a stream with Malakim. Uh, I was telling him about I literally told him I was like, yo, look, Jack over under. Jack's gonna keep rushing into the corners and going for bumps when he shouldn't, and then dude, it was just like I mean, it's just bad. Um, Yeah, Dingsoft's having an off event in playoffs. Not bad. I mean, they're consistent. Um, Dig's one of the most consistent teams. I feel like it's just they had a little bit of a blip in the playoffs against GK, but yeah, no, Jack played really weird this event. Um, just really, really weird. Obviously, Wildcard's not good enough to punish. Neither is Gen G. No offense. Gen G obviously beating Secret. Close game. Secret really good. Secret Sam won in my opinion. We'll talk about Furia later. Obviously Secret almost losing the Wildcard. Little iffy
Was a
there,
little
but
not too shocking, but I mean, Sam number 2, well, technically won now, beating OCE 1. I think Wildcard has so much potential as a team, but sometimes they're just playing teams that are like individually on point. And as you know, Wildcard isn't the greatest individual team. They have great team play. That's what carries them so hard. And
yeah,
eventually,
Wildcard have a lot of potential. I
Ron's
think.
gonna beat Brain.
Yeah, I think they. I think OCE's looking up, man. OCE's definitely on the uptrend, dude. Gen G, not good looks, dude. They
Oh
did not
god,
play good.
this was not good out of Gen G. I don't know. I know Justin talked about it in the interview that how they were like they weren't looking too good. I mean, obviously anyone could tell off of playing, and he said they're gonna look to get some more dubs and at Worlds. Show us what they can really do. They didn't really have the best day, and it's all right. I mean, it happens. Just work on it.
Yeah, I mean, Gen G have a lot to work on, a lot to think about. They definitely have the
They have the
talent.
capabilities of being a good team, or
It
they
just
already are,
comes
but like
down to the system.
top team.
It really just comes down to the system and how Rod, Greg, and Kepert can get these guys working. But I believe in them. I think, 100% at least. What it seems like. Okay, moving on to Group C. First and foremost, before we move on to anything else, Furia. Okay,
Furia.
horrible event, but not unexpected. Maybe for maybe for some fans, but me and Fesom have been talking about this for a while. We have been saying this. We have been trying to get people to understand. Furia are not as good as people think they are. Furia, they have their moments. Yeah, they've been consistent, but
But
they
again,
scrape
it's just
by.
moments. It's just moments. It's not. It's not like okay. Whenever they beat Vitality, that was good looks. But this is sometimes where they're not really playing the right. Like how do I put this? Offensive system. I know their defense is good. I know you saw that. I know they're losing games, but I feel like the main issue is their offense. They're not having enough offensive output. It's like it's actually killing them.
Yeah, I think some of that is due to. I'm not gonna say who they played because they played Ultimates, and Ultimates did not look good this event. I mean, they did some, but
It did, but I mean, Chronic and LJ. I don't want to first killer glaze here. We're kind of just playing positions where they didn't need to be, and at times where they could pass the ball for an open net, which you're going to see later in the replay. There's a shot that could have happened and a block that could have happened
yeah, there's
at
a couple
LJ.
things that Ultimates need to fix. Same stuff that they need to fix from the Birmingham Major against KC. Yeah, a lot of teams have not fixed the issues from months ago. It's crazy. Coaches are not working how they need to be, but that's okay though. There's a reason for that. We'll get into that later. Unless you're Team Falcons or KC, maybe even Vitality, you're not fixing your issues. It seems. But Furia obviously losing to GK, not a bad loss considering everything. Obviously, but yeah, kind of tough that Furia lose, and then Ultimates. They had an okay game one, but as we're about to get into the game 5 versus the game 4, sorry, against GK, didn't look too hot. They really need to be playing better. So let's get into this right now. And yeah, so Ultimates overall need to be looking towards Worlds, obviously. What do you think they need to change?
But honestly, we're going to see this in this replay a lot, where there's just times where, like, either they don't full send a shot that is so scoreable, or they'll just leave defense up to question. Basically, who they feel like is on the ball is going to go. sometimes it can't be like that. Because there's some plays where FK could be a little bit awkward. That's a good play right there, by the way.
Great play.
I love that out of them. But there's like times where FK is awkward or out of boost, and we have to have somebody else cut it off. I know you don't want to double commit. I know you don't want to full send all your deck, but sometimes you really need to get the ball out.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that.
Right here, FK should have been turning. This should have been a goal. Like, that needs to be understood. Like, that surely was communicated. That also probably should have
right
been a
there
goal.
as well. But again, he knows this, but yeah.
But it's tough.
Another
GK
good pass.
also
No one's there
priming
playing
this
for it.
event. We'll get more
they
into
were
that later.
playing really good today. And
GK
just all EWC. Amazing defense out of them.
Amazing defense. Amazing defense. Their offense was a little iffy sometimes, but here, this could have been avoided by ultimates if LJ hadn't went for a bump and instead just rotated back.
Yeah, right there as well. Go back a little bit to the to the goal. Yeah, to the goal. Yeah.
Okay.
So right here, something I noticed LJ really should have done. I was just talking about this, where we need to cut off the ball, play it. Yeah.
So
Okay.
watch LJ rotating wide here, comes in.
On it goes. It's over, and you realize FK really can't touch this. At this position, you have to just immediately get rid of the ball, because what else are you going to do? Let him shoot? You're in an awkward position. He's got the speed. He's got all the momentum. You're going to get scored on, bro. You need to hit it out.
Like, instead of playing in here, this is what you shouldn't do. You need to just instantly jump and cut this off. Because FK
you got to realize it's going to go in your net, bro. Like, okay, look. Joyo's already up. Oli's just going to shoot it. If you hit it into the corner, the only person who can possibly get to the ball is Archie, but you can try to 50 him. It's not instantly a goal. Your teammates can get back. They can get boost, recover, start the system again, start the rotations. But instead, he just waits patiently. Yeah. And I don't know why.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, I mean, he still could have saved it, but I mean, I just don't know why you would want to rely on that save, to be honest. You know, I'd rather
like, don't even let them shoot.
Just try to jump, cover it, something, even if he misses, like, even if he
cover the shot.
Even if, like, you got that, man. Yeah, but yeah, this was a lot of Ultimates issues. It's been their issue since Birmingham. They need to get it fixed. I mean, look, I don't want to say it's like always on the coach when teams don't get their issues solved, but it is sometimes.
But it is. Sometimes you gotta like talk to them.
You can say like, old habits die hard. I don't care. Teams need to be understanding how to play space and coverage, and like, it should be implemented. Like KC do it, Falcons do it. Those are the two best teams in the world right now, and they both have the same understanding of zones, coverage, and space. And you know, you're fighting a losing battle trying to fight them without it. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I do love how GK was playing this entire lane, man.
Yeah,
they were playing really good.
Yeah,
they keep playing like this, man. Really could be a contender.
Yeah, if GK start playing like this all the time, dude, I mean, have to start looking out for them, man.
Honestly, I'm really impressed with Joyo. Oli especially. And I mean, Archie, we've already seen him produce these crazy goals, these crazy passes, these crazy cuts. I mean, he said earlier that, I'm pretty sure from the group stage, he said that he had like a little interview while he was walking in to play them where he was basically talking about he feels like they're the best team, he feels like they're going to win everything. I was like, at first, like, okay, you know, that's a good mentality. But he wasn't joking. They're actually playing really good, really solid, great rotations, insane defense. Everything is being cut off. You're going to see that maybe in a few replays where they get insane saves. And it's just like, it's just otherworldly. And I love how they're instantly on balls where they need to be. Like, look right here. Instantly cut off, bro.
Chronic and LJ doing dances in the
right to a pass. That should have been a better shot, but at the same time, it's and it's just little things and mess up. It's not even that huge.
Yeah, nothing to really worry about too much.
Ass
Yeah,
right here.
great
Like, these
shot,
are the
good
plays
save
I'm
from
talking
Chronic
about.
though. But yeah, no, really good plays so far. You keep getting looks like those, eventually they'll go in, you know?
Eventually, if you get the
Good
right position
pass,
and
good
maybe a goated
try.
shot.
Oli right
Yeah.
there. Like, see, like this is before we continue though. Like, this is what I also want to point out. Like, notice how they're instantly on the free balls. Like, this is something that not a lot of teams do. Like, look, notice how Oli's right there instantly. Like, he's ready to just be there for any type of shot that could come out of it. Like, it's really good proactive Rocket.
Yeah.
Like, they're not like anything you give them, they're gonna take. Like, they're not waiting on you to make mistakes. They're gonna either like they're gonna either take the opportunities you give them or they're gonna force opportunities. It's
A
really
lot
good.
of teams also just really wait, like you were just saying, on other teams to make mistakes. Sometimes it really does work out. That used to be like hard meta, but at the same time, bro, you gotta put a hand up.
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes if the mistakes aren't coming or the opportunities aren't coming that you can LJ needed a better shot right there.
Yeah.
But no, like yeah, exactly like you were saying, like if the opportunities aren't coming, sometimes you gotta put your hand in the cookie jar, you know?
You gotta put something up. You gotta make your opportunities. Sometimes they're not gonna mess up. These guys are pros. Like, they're not gonna play into your hand. You have to make them play into your hand.
Yeah, exactly. If the right
It's
opportunities
a
aren't
great
calling,
flick.
you gotta make the right opportunity.
This would have been really insane if First Killer somehow got back to that. I know it's very difficult from that spot, but I love the idea. It was like flick
Yeah,
out
the
of
attempt
Chronic,
is just what you
instantly
love.
cut. And then right here, almost had it, bro. If he barely got a small tap, LJ's scoring that.
100%.
I
I
don't
really
like that
wish
out of
someone was
LJ.
right there. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like
I
this is
do
where you
too,
take a
but
page out of GK's book and you're just instantly there, dude.
I just don't like how, yeah, like how there's nobody there. A great play out of LJ, but since there's no one actually going to be there for the play, why
It's
are we
just
playing it?
useless. Yeah,
And I'm
exactly.
sure he probably didn't know. I don't know if they calmed it. Maybe it's just like he's used to just having somebody there. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was really Chronic's block because I mean, I mean, if you were, I mean, I could go back, but I'm not going to. But if you go back, I mean, you saw FK rotating towards the mid boost. Like
Yeah,
he wasn't in the play. Like there's no FK there. It had to be Chronic, and I think that's a
literally.
play that like they
It's like
made. They were
there's
making those
plays
type of plays
where
at Birmingham on offense at
they
least.
were, and there's a lot of plays where it's like it has to be you. Like, you ever
Right.
get a common in six mans, like where it's like got to be you. Like, that's a moment where you need to lock in. You need to
Yo,
have
shout
it's
out
your
Gad.
touch.
Shout out Gad. He's always saying that, bro. Gotta be
Yeah,
you.
he's always. I love that calm. Like, then, like, it just kind of tells you like, okay, this is me. Like, I have to do something with this, or I have to play this a certain way. Like, yes, you can be playing Zen or a Toe or insane players, but at the same time, which I mean, these guys aren't playing them right now. But I'm just saying, like, you're playing the top of the top, and I know it might seem a little scary, but I mean, that's how pros that play other pros. They calm down, they breathe, and they see what they're going up against, what they can do.
Yeah, you can't let like the nerves get to you for sure. And also like LAN, EWC, like you can't be letting this affect you. Like this is the best of the best, the cream of the crop, right? Like I mean, also great 50 from Oli, right there to end the game. But yeah, no, GK really good start for them, beating ultimates like that. Moving on, obviously, we're gonna be looking at Group D. We have Twisted Minds versus TSM. No surprise here. Twisted take that. And Vitality versus SSG. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this because of what happened, but if y'all do not know,
Yes.
Vitality, really good 2-0 start. SSG, give up in game 3, sadly.
And one thing I do want to say about this, a lot of people are giving them backlash about it, and I know it's like unmotivating to see, but dude, I love how for Monkey Moon he gave this tweet where he was basically saying like um how they're quitting
He
the
said
game.
16-year-old
They're
kids
gonna
not motivated to play the
retire
game.
before he's
Yeah,
yeah they're gonna
they'll
retire
retire
before
before
he's
I do,
done.
yeah.
Yep,
Something like
and I
that.
love that because it's not meant to be like a something to hate on them. It's like kind of meant to be motivation. Like, what are we doing? If you want to be a great like me or be a great or anything at all, you need to have motivation. It's not always like sunshines and rainbows, bro. Like, there's gonna be dark times. There's gonna be rough games. It's how you bounce back off of them. I'm sure Monkey Moon's had his dark moments when he's on the come up, or even now, like on Vitality where they couldn't beat KC in the regionals. But like, you still have to bounce back. I mean, he's a two-time world champ. He knows what he's talking about. But yeah, I still don't like how everyone just hated on SSG about it. Like, just let them be. I don't like how the community said anything. I don't care about the pros saying whatever they do because it's like they're pros. But the community, just let them work it out.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. I had my own little tweets but I didn't. I was never gonna poke. I never poked fun at the players. I just said it was a little bit bad sportsmanship. They all apologized. They all got over it. So anyone else that's carrying it on, do not. They don't deserve that. The SSG boys are cool. I promise you that.
Absolutely love that team.
They're
I
amazing.
love them so much, bro.
They don't deserve any hate that they get from here on out. Look, hey, especially with the context of everything that was happening in the series, all the tech pauses, I completely understand. Obviously, they shouldn't have, right? They don't have a lot of experience on land, so they should have tried to at least get all the experience they could. But with that being said, under the circumstances, it's honestly understandable a little bit, right? Obviously, you never want it to happen, but it can, and it's okay. You know, they're young. They're younger. They're on the younger side, I should say. But yeah, it takes time, man. It takes time, and SSG, hey, great closeout to this land. I will say that great closeout to this land.
Great, very great closeout. I love how they bounced back.
Dude, amazing bounce back. I mean, you just can't take that away from them. Vitality, obviously, no real contest versus Twisted. I think we do have a. Do we have a game from that? I think we do.
I think
I did pull one, yes. So we will be looking over this. So, yeah. So talking about Twisted and Team Vitality here just for a second before we dive into the SSG stuff. Their bounce back, I mean, obviously. Yeah. This is a really great start out of Vitality, dude. They looked just amazing this whole land. Obviously, not the best finish. We'll get into that later. But they still look really good. And that's okay.
I honestly think Vitality is playing really great. I'm loving the dynamic from Zen, Exotic, and Monkey Moon. Just a whole team. They're making plays where they need to be making plays. They're cutting off so many opportunities from other teams, and they're actually rotating. They're not like, there's a lot of teams that a guy will stay all the way up for no reason. But you see with Zen, he's instantly going back, or he's instantly that's a bad example, but it happens. But you know, they're always there for each other. And I love how Monkey Moon is like spoon feeding these shots or spoon feeding these assists. He's just always there. He's showing his veteran
yeah, right here.
prowess.
I say early on they weren't really playing a lot of this defense, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
Twisted also
like,
a very counter-attack team. Yeah, no, Twisted looked okay in this event. I didn't really like what I seen out of Twisted. You'll see later on they got absolutely outplayed by SSG, which isn't like Twisted at all, to be fair. Like, it's SSG. They can outplay anybody on the day. Just saying. But
I love how SSG bounced back, man.
But yeah, no. Yeah. Speaking of Vitality, though, they looked really good this event. Dude, Monkey Moon. I mean, hey, it's almost Worlds era, and we know what that means for Monkey Moon. It's bulk up season.
I don't know if anyone's seen the clip where Monkey Moon hit this insane bounce to the floor back into him, reset Musty against Bati, but I mean, like, he can just have it.
It wasn't ranked, right?
It wasn't ranked. It was insane.
That's what I thought. I was about to say. I remember that. Yeah, I think I remember seeing something.
I mean, we can put a link in the bio of the clip if people want to watch it.
Yeah, if I find it, yeah.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, but yeah, we'll do that. We'll put a link in the clip, link to the clip if you guys want to see that. But, yeah, no, so, dude, Vitality really showing up. Me and, I have been, look, I haven't watched a lot of Vitality this season. My boy Fesom has. He knows a lot more about them so far than me. I'll say I know the system of Vitality because it's the Monkey Moon system, but
there was a lot of backlash on Monkey Moon in general. He wasn't really finishing the shots he had to. He was hitting posts a lot, and there was just shots that were just not being made, and it happens, you know, and people were getting onto him about it. He was saying, like, my bad regionals, bad split, and he's showing he's upset. He's showing he wants to win.
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, obviously, Worlds rolls around. I mean, it's Monkey Moon's time, bro. It's his favorite event of the year. You know.
This time of the year, man. This is when he wins.
This is his bulk up season. This is when he comes out of hibernation.
And I really want to see Vitality win because I really want to have that storyline where we have Monkey Moon going back to back. He's got 3 rings. Zen's got 2. Exotic's got 2. I love that roster, man.
Yeah, they're a really good team. Yeah, but throughout all the critiques and stuff, I have been preaching that Vitality are not as bad as everyone's making them out to be. Because I've seen a lot of like Dignitas, GK are better than Vitality. Guys, let's please stop. Let's put down the pen. Let's put down the keyboard. And let's actually watch the film. Because Vitality, and even, I've been saying this. My boy Fesom can vouch for me here. I have been saying, based on the results that Vitality have been getting, even though it has been top 4, they've really only lost to Dignitas and KC. And those are literally 2 of the best teams in EU and the world. And if that's the only teams you're losing to, you're not a bad team, as you see here in this event. They obviously lost to GK. GK had a great run. I mean, come on. But yeah, no. I think a lot of people get recency bias. Obviously, like I said, I have been preaching that Vitality's... I didn't say they were good. Like, I didn't say they were, you know, crazy.
Really good. I mean, I know at the start of the season, everyone was talking about who got the better deal out of the trade when they gave him Raleigh and Vitality somehow got Monkey Moon and Exotic. Yeah, Raleigh versus Zen. It's all it's been EWC.
Yeah, it's. I still think Vitality got the better deal.
I think Vitality has a better team. I'm just waiting for them to just like spark. And they're showing that they're doing it. They're doing a lot better now later in the season than they were at the start. At the start, I was just more looking at the results compared to their actual, like, who they're losing to in their gameplay. And I apologize, Vitality. I apologize.
Hey, you know he loves his team though because every single time I would EU and regional would happen, and we'd be in call, and he'd be like, dude, I just can't take it with Vitality, man. And I'm like, dude, they're losing to. Who is it? They're losing to KC and Dignitas. Like, it's not that bad of losses.
It was only Dignitas like 2 times, maybe 1 time. I think Vitality's beat them more this season. I could be wrong, but
sure
it's mainly been
I didn't check that.
But I know KC's been kicking their ass all season.
B2A, dude.
Yeah, it's been rough, and like stuff like that happens, you know. You just gotta bounce back, and they're showing that. I want Zen
and Exotic's dynamic.
Show us how good he is.
Here.
I know,
like,
it's.
Zen
I love their previously
Exotic 4 goals, dude, and Monkey Moon 4 saves, just doing what he needs to do. But this is
filling in the blanks, bro.
Yep, just filling the gaps. You know, filling in the gaps. That's what he does. Moving on to SSG and Twisted. So we just look at Twisted. Obviously, Twisted. They had an okay event. Obviously, losing to Vitality and SSG. Not that bad of losses, considering. So, yeah. I think it's not that bad for the boys. But let's move on to SSG and Twisted, where I am happy to say that SSG definitely outplayed Twisted. And this is the bounce back. For... Obviously, there was a tech pause there, by the way, guys.
Yeah, it's a very long tech pause.
So... I'm very happy to say that SSG looked amazing this event. Although they probably wanted to do better, obviously, but they still got a lot of good experience, a lot of good stuff to work on, and a very good experience, and very good showing.
There's one thing I really do want to take away from SSG that I start to see a lot. I don't want to take shots at anybody on the team, but a lot of the time when it's like reveal in net. And I know it's an awkward position. You know, it's hard to save it. But it's like he gets nervous. And there's like... the shot gets like drained into that shot perfectly. And it's like something almost any top tier pro can save. Again, I say top tier because we're talking about like the top 8. And I know that's a crazy standard, but I feel like he could low-key save those. I think he's just panicking a little bit. And if Xperia can somehow get him to not be as nervous and those saves, he can have it.
Even in regionals, by the way, is what he's talking about. Even in regionals, not even like just on land.
Yeah.
That's want to point that out. Yeah, no, I say Reveal's definitely like he's underrated, but he definitely has his issues. He comes with his list of issues, which is fine. Every player does,
Yeah.
right? But you know, Reveal definitely a little bit more of a nervous player. Obviously, Gopher and Scribble's definitely the least nervous on this team. I think we can all agree. Scribbles just kind of does what Scribble does. I have high praise for Scribbles. Fesom knows I do. I have high praise for Reveal.
Yeah.
I have high praise for everybody on this team. Other than like, I'm a little bit more on the fence about Kofer, but I have I have high praise for Scribbles. I have a good amount of praise for Reveal. Like even there, like you can see kind of like they're kind of a little nervy, like rotating off net here. Hold on. Let's go. This POV here. So Kofer kind of gives the ball away. Rise gets the ball. Good demo from Atomic, and Reveal's kind of like out of position. Did he just get spotted? Okay, so he just got spotted. So never mind. But like he needs to be flipping and getting into here. But that's just kind of want to point it out. Kind of what I wanted to point out there a little bit. As we continue.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of like I said, a little bit of the understanding of space.
I gotta say, Scribbles is definitely my favorite on the team, and then Kofi, and then Reveal. I love this entire roster. They have so much potential. It's literally the youth of NA, the prodigies. Well, I could say prodigies, but you know, it's like Scribbles obviously is. Reveal's been around, just hadn't had the right chance, and Kofi's been around. Same thing, didn't have the right chance.
Yeah, I mean, Kofor was on 9 lives, no? And then obviously you had Scribbles and Reveal with Snowman on the Frosty situation. We won't get into that though.
Yeah.
Twisted definitely had a little bit of like an they were on honestly baseline to me. They were a little bit baseline. They weren't super good, but they weren't super bad. At all. I think they kind of I think Nobu, my bad.
Nobu,
Had a little bit
Napo, whatever
more
you
of
want.
like an off event. Same with Atomic Rise. It was individually at least. Team-wise, I think they were okay. They got outplayed by SSG, but SSG, like I said, they've had an amazing turnaround. I don't want to let that die down. I really don't. Even against Falcons, by the way, that series was 4-1. When I watched that, I'll say it was the best event. It was the best event. It was the best series of the day for the quarterfinals. SSG could have took Falcons to 7. They just couldn't close out the games. It really
It's just a lot of it really is just a lot of like closing out the games, like you just said. Like there's just sometimes where you're really close neck and neck, you're getting the goals, but sometimes you can't finish out that last goal to make you win, that last play, that last save. And I know it's like easier said than done, like no duh, like you know, but it's like that for SSD. They're so close to being that top team that we know they are. They won a regional for a reason, man. Like they are not bad. I hope people know that. I hope people know how good SSG really is. Individually, Kofir is insane at having offensive pressure, presence, and he's just always setting up stuff. Scribbles, he's really more of a midfield type of player. He can play both up and down the field. And Reveal, I'm pretty sure he just plays second, man. I don't watch Reveal too much. I'm not gonna lie.
Reveal is like you're kind of like he's like the fill in the gap. He's kind of like the monkey moon role, just with the more so of a
fill in what you can, a little bit more
fill
offensive.
in the gaps, but more so like he's like right on offense a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah. I also love this
really
Twisted Minds team.
What'd you say?
I love this Twisted Minds team so much.
Oh yeah, Nobu, Atomic, so cool. And Rise, yeah.
Atomic, give a shout out to a brother, man. He's a fellow Spaniard. I'd love to see him succeed, bro. I just because of the nationality, kind of like how BrizZain is with Hyder. Whenever Hyder does decent.
And Arju.
And Arju, forget about Arju.
My Italian stallions, right?
Yeah.
And that is it for this
That could have been a goal, but you know, just not there.
This game didn't really show how well SSG outplayed Twisted, but I promise you, they did.
They did. They did.
But yeah, no, I think this SSG team, just to kind of linger on a little bit more, um, I think their team really fits well together. Like Scribbles is like the overall I can do everything. Kofer's like the I'm a mastermind at like keeping pressure and creating space. And Reveal's like, hey Kofer, thanks for all the space. Now I fill in the gaps. You know what I mean? It's just a really well put together structured team. And they have a lot of potential. 100%. Now,
100%. 100%.
now moving on to playoffs, folks. Like I said, we'll start at the top, like we were just talking about. SSG and Falcons, like I said, game 1, close. And like I said, game 2 was a little less close. Game 4, eh. But see, this is the thing, right? SSG really could have, like I said, there's a lot of chances in this game, in this series for them. Even though it doesn't look as close as I was making it out to be. I promise you it was. If you watch the games, you'll see that it was much more close than it not should have been. I'm not gonna say should have been, but it was closer than what I think people thought it was gonna be. SSG played really good. Reveal had those nervous moments like my boy Fesom was talking about. And Falcons just took advantage of the fact that SSG's a little less experienced on land and they haven't fully found their footing.
I'm telling you, when they can get like comfortable enough to be on that goal line to save the ball, like most veterans of land are, and they get these crazy clips that we see, they're gonna be a really great team on land. I know they will. They can once they get it down, man.
Yeah, once they find their footing on land, and I think the SSG boys were saying that they're starting to they found their footing a little bit.
I feel like it's a lot of confidence too. Like it's a lot
Yeah, a
of
lot of
confidence.
confidence as well. Yeah, for sure.
Like, come on, guys, wake up! Y'all are literally some of the best players in the world. I have literally seen these guys mess up EU players.
Yeah, no, SSG have a lot of a lot of talent and a lot of a good foundation. I think they have a really fighting chance, especially with their system being really close to how the meta's evolving. I I think we could see SSG in the semis, maybe even pushing for grands eventually. I genuinely do think so. On land, I mean, and regionals that will come with it. So, anyways, yeah, Falcons moving on. Falcons is obviously second best team in the world. Like I said, good showing
Yeah,
on SSG, especially against Falcons. This is Falcons, guys.
yeah, it's Falcons. They just came off of a major win.
Yeah, exactly. Falcons on high on steroids. uh,
Yeah.
KC versus Secret. This is no secret.
Honestly, this was just really a one-sided series. I know Secret got one game, but it didn't really feel like their win. I felt like KC was just waiting for the series to be over. It
Yeah,
didn't really feel like they had much to show. It was just another series. Another day in the office, kind of like that. It didn't really feel like an actual series. I know it's 4-1, just like the SSG one, but SSG was fighting back
no,
with
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Secret. They only had like one goal. Like, look at that: 6-1, 5-1, 3-1, 3-1 again, and the one game that they won. Like, it didn't really seem like there was much of a fight.
Yeah, I mean SSG 5-4, 3-1, 4-1, 1-0, 3-0. Like it was,
I
but
know we are NA biased, but they actually look. You can look at the scoreline. You can watch the games. You can
no,
watch
I'm
the
telling you guys,
replays.
watch the
It
games.
was
Like,
close.
and we might even do a video on it too. I was thinking about that just now. Might want to do that. Maybe later. But like I said, dude, when I watched the series, I thought, man, SSG could get it. Like SSG could win. Like they really have a fighting chance.
They're showing signs of really being that team that we know they can be. I was like actually confident in them. They were getting these goals that I was like, whoa, these guys are actually showing up. I was so happy.
Right, exactly.
Like NA's getting another major team, which I mean, if you can even call us have any major teams at all,
Yeah,
like it's kind of sad right now.
100%. Yeah, KC Secret, like you said, another day in the office. KC, they're looking a little shaky, but I think they just kind of wanted to move on to the real event. I think that's kind of just how they were feeling. And
Yeah,
now, Vitality and RG.
Vitality and RG.
We'll go to the game in a second, guys. I'm trying to.
Oh man.
What else to say? I have a lot of personal feelings about this. I made a tweet. I think it was about, I forget whenever Vitality made top 4, either at Riley or was it Birmingham. I don't remember. I made a tweet saying, unless or with how Vitality have looked, what else do you expect? If
It
energy
was
don't evolve,
Rally.
it's
It was
certain
Rally.
loss. It's probably
Yeah, it
Riley.
was Rally.
And I retweeted that before the series. Because the thing is, if NRG don't evolve, which we've already talked about, they aren't gonna win. And this is another issue with them, as we're gonna see in the game. Let me pull it up, guys. I believe we have it. If we don't, then that's unlucky. But I'm pretty sure we do.
Is it a quarterfinal match?
Yeah, quarterfinal game 1 or 1 game 3. Is that it? I think that's Falcons case. No,
Could
that
be.
can't be. Is
It
that
was a
Dig and
2-1.
VK? No. Let's see. Is this it?
No, I'm not
This
sure.
is it. Okay.
It is it.
Okay. Good. 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 Good on me, I guess. Okay. Nice. I guess I forgot to name it. I must have forgot to name it. Anyways, well, it's fine. We found it. So, Vitality looking back in form for this event. Exotic trying to double.
I mean, that's a crazy shot in the Grizzy save.
Yeah. NRG look a little bit back in form, but I mean, like I said, if they don't evolve, they don't push past their limits, they are never gonna beat Vitality. Vitality is B2Aing this NRG team, and it's for good reason.
NRG Vitality's. I feel like they're evolving as a team.
For sure. Yeah, they got tons of potential, man. I mean, hey, Zen and Exotic have been winning French lands together as a duo for
Since
ages.
birth. Since birth.
Since birth, dude. These guys have been a duo that just wins. And now you pair them up with the world's GOAT, Monkey Man.
Could be potentially greatest of all time in our personal opinions.
Right. Yeah, the GOAT in my opinion.
If he gets a third one, it's like it's gonna be official. It's solidified. It's done for, you know.
Cemented in history. But yeah, no. NRG came close, right there, good chance. Like we said, guys, it's not necessarily that their offense is lacking. It's what their midfield presence and defensive structure is lacking, and it's lacking. Here, I love the fact that they took their time, but again,
I don't like the bang though. I feel like there should have been more control.
Right. Yeah. Like the idea's there, the execution's a little iffy.
Yeah, like see, these are great plays. These all could be goals. I'm telling you, their offense is fine. There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Like look at this.
There's not much to worry about for their offense. For NRG at least. But yeah, no, it just seems like with every series, Vitality gets better.
It really feels that way, honestly.
Like, it just seems like every game, every series is just a Vitality getting more and more strong. Like, bulking up, dude. Like, they're eating their Wheaties, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this has been crazy. But this series in particular, you really got to see what makes NRG lose. What I mean by that is like they're mainly their midfield issues, right? And their over aggressive third man, right? Other than when Dan's on defense, but their over aggressive third man has been killing them, and you will see that happen. I promise you. Because Zen will get what Zen gets, and it doesn't look good. Okay, doesn't look good. Yeah.
It's a good pass right there.
Yeah, this has been okay so far. It's a battle for midfield right now, guys. Just hope you guys understand that. This whole game's
And this could have been a goal right here. This could. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it might be. Yeah, it
Atomic
is.
with a nice play. Yeah, I mean, you get.
See, their offense is not lacking. Like they can literally compete up against the best defenses, bro. Like it's not their offense at all.
Yeah, I think it's a good point.
And I'm sure Satsu's gonna work on it as well. I'm pretty sure he's seen it. I don't know. Based off of
Oh
what he said,
yeah,
it didn't sound like it, but
dude, I really want to like show you because I think we were talking about a play similar to this. Remember when we were looking at Vitality? I think a couple days ago, and we had this exact same scenario. Zen in midfield and Monkey Moon was on here. Remember?
yes, I remember.
Yeah, remember. Look at how this changes now. Look at the how much better of a pass that is now. Like they're just evolving these situations and their ideas.
I'm loving it. That's obviously like unlucky slash going way too quick at it, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
Also,
they're.
I love how Monkey Moon floats. His
Oh
float is
yeah,
so patient and always on the ball, even when it's somehow not coming his way. He makes it.
bang
Yeah, I
again.
mean, look at that play.
See, look,
Great
Beast Mode's
play,
overcommit. Look at the overcommit in the
but
corner here, right? Look how close they are, right? And then bang, right when you like just bang in your net,
instantly.
like just instant take advantage, dude. The moment you guys hyperextend, it's over. Yeah, but this is what NRG gets, right? This is what NRG does. They do this every game, and some teams aren't good enough to capitalize because of the talent NRG has. Just gonna say it. Um, but yeah, I these bangs as well, man. Like it just doesn't. It's not gonna do anything. Like they're not worth it. You know, like Vitality's happy to just sit back and allow them to play that because they can just save it. You know.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing that happened at Worlds 2024, if you guys remember. BDS at the time were able to just sit back comfortably on defense and allow NRG to just push forward with no real what is it, like no real ferocity or whatever, like fierceness. Like there was no actual teeth to that bite, you know.
There was no punch to that punch,
Like the
literally.
kitty's claws got
There's
snipped,
no
you know.
power.
um Yeah, that's also a thing with NRG. If like I was saying, right? NRG need to understand the spacing concept of the zones. Like they need to really fight for these areas, and they're not doing it. Like they're not fighting for midfield control. They're not like actually playing it at all. They're just hoping that
A lot of
Vitality make
possession
mistakes.
going to Vitality, yeah. We
Yeah,
can't be playing like that. Like we're playing players who are really good on the ball.
yeah,
Some
exactly.
might say even the best on the ball.
I mean Zen for sure, right? Sure.
Honestly, yeah. Best off-ball player. I don't want to really glaze Monkey Moon here, but he's really always positioning in the right spots, and I love it.
100%.
I mean, just look at that.
Yep.
Perfect passes then.
Look how he's
Look,
floating,
look how he's
man.
floating. Yeah, like
Yep.
how does he float like that?
Just I mean, just perfect floats, dude. Like guys, if there's it, look, I know all the attention goes to Zen. Okay, we know that. Me and Fesom know that. Okay, we both know that all the attention likes to go to Zen. But if there's any player that you can actually play like and has good fundamentals, good positioning, and a player that you can learn off of, it is Monkey Moon. Okay, I've been preaching that, and I will continue to preach that. And Scribbles. If you're an NA fan and you want to be biased, go look at Scribbles. Okay, no glaze, I promise. Scribbles is
Where they
top
get
tier.
scored on. Yeah. I mean, Zen just running the gauntlet of 1v1.
Yeah, I mean, Beast Mode versus Zen. Beast Mode's a little
I think
Aki
Zen
talk.
wins.
I mean, this is also a little bit of a weird like
I don't know,
play
could have kind of touched that
overall.
right there as well. It's awkward. Yeah.
Cause Dan kind of a little slow back here. I think Dan needs to be like flipping back. I think Dan needs to be getting back. I think Dan needs to be flipping, trying to get back here so that he can help, and then now you can maybe like help cover, and maybe he can save that. But I don't know if that's too much to ask. It might be, but I don't think it is. Um, yeah, but like we said, NRG, they really need to evolve their defense. They really need to just be able to control that midfield better. And they need to make sure that their plays are a little bit more concise and condensed, or else teams are just not going to feel as a threat. Like they're not going to feel threatened. I mean, excuse me. And now we get into GK. You ready for this?
Yeah. This
All
one
right.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't get to watch honestly much of this series. I maybe one game.
Oh, so you'll get to see kind of what's going on then.
kind of what happened. Yeah. This is also game 1 as well.
Yeah, game 1. I think there's a slight tick pause. Anyways. So let me... And Dig won this in 3-2 overtime, just so that we know. Or just so that y'all know.
And also, this is the only game that they won the entire series.
So, funnily enough, up until this point, up until the Vitality series, sorry, which is the next series, GK had lost every game 1. And she had to walk.
What a shot. What a play.
But yeah, this is, look, Dignitas have an issue, right? Jack sends the corner, and then he'll chase bumps that you don't need.
Oh,
and he's
that
getting
is
walked by Joyo
nervy.
in 1v1.
Joyo, a guy who I don't think plays ones, by the way. Jack is a ones main. So people who don't know, now you know.
Yeah, now you know. But yeah, GK playing really good. They were just playing, like we said, the make mistakes or take mistakes approach to this game, which is a very good way to play this game. But Dignitas still showing their shadows. The demons that followed Dignitas from the Birmingham Major followed them to EWC. Those defensive structure issues, those bad timings in midfield where they might be pushed out too far to lead the counterattacks really hit them hard in this series. Stizzy, great 1v1. Perfect shot, dude.
Love to see that.
And yeah, but Dignitas' offense, there's no lack of offense, right? They're amazing offense. They kind of suffer a little bit from the NRG issue, just slightly more, in my opinion. Maybe not. Maybe not. If they're consistent on defense a little bit more, because I mean, it's you better. Like the decisions that they make, they take back. Right? They get back. But you will see a lot. Maybe in this game, I think, where Jack is going to send this, right? Fly. And he's just going to be staying up for no reason. Jack's going to be sending a lot of stuff that he shouldn't be sending, and it's not going to look good. Yeah. What's your thoughts so far?
On Dig?
Just on the game, yeah, on Dig, on the game overall.
Honestly, one thing I'm really seeing a lot is when Joryus has like a solo play, there's no one ever really there for the finish. No one really following. That's one thing I'm really seeing a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
This could be a double tap.
That's what I pointed out. I don't know if I told you, but I made a video rewatching. I broke down. I'm still going to be making it's a multi-part series, but I did do a video breaking down Falcons versus Dignitas from the Birmingham Major, and that is another issue that Dignitas have. Poor coordination. Poor coordination. The plays that they make, it seems like they're just 3 individuals playing Rocket League versus a team playing Rocket League, and it happened a lot in Joryus solo plays where Jack and Sizzy are just not with him. They're just not ready for a play that Joryus is going to make. Here, I mean,
it's a good positioning, honestly.
Yeah.
Sizzy, it's low-key the best player on that team, and I don't want to say that because, like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like he's not really too much of a team player from what I've seen. I mean, there's could be plays where I don't see him being a team player, but I don't know. It, like you said, feels like 3 individuals playing the game.
Yeah. And it's almost like Sizzy did watch my video. Probably didn't. Probably Violent Panda. Shout out Violent Panda. But, joking aside though, Sizzy fixed / improved on his 3rd man aggression in this event. So, even though Dignitas had a poor event, Sizzy had a better event, in my opinion. He really was playing better. And like I said, he fixed that he improved on. I'm not going to say fixed. But he improved on the issue that he had that I pointed out of him being a little bit too far up sometimes and really pushing up as 3rd man a little too aggressively. He really became a lot more patient. Not all the time, but he improved on it, and that's good to see out of Sizzy, 100%. I'm very impressed with how he played in the season. Dignitas as a team, like I said, their demons followed them from Birmingham, and GK happily took advantage.
GK has been taking advantage of everything. This entire land.
Yeah. Yeah, any
I
demons,
mean,
any
good on
shadows
him,
y'all
man.
have. Good on him for it, yeah. Going to OT. We tried. I'll be full transparency here. We tried we made sure that we could find OTs if there was any, and make sure we had some footage,
More gameplay so
more
we can
gameplay,
actually see what's going on.
so we can see what's going on with these teams, and also so we can talk through it and kind of give ourselves a little bit
Just
more room.
watching.
You know.
Yeah.
Because I think it's really fun to watch Rocket League, and especially when we're recapping an event like this. I mean, this was a great event.
I love this event. This event was absolutely amazing. I mean, I think the players are just
I mean,
improving.
look at GK's
The
defense
skill gap
right
is getting higher.
Yeah, no, for sure. We're watching individuals get better at Rocket League, and that's always fun to see. I really, as the coach in me, the consultant of Rocket League, really wants us to get better tactically, which we are. We're seeing that with teams like SSG.
We are.
We're seeing that with teams like
Army Corps.
Army.
Even NRG,
Even
like
NRG
on
is slightly
offense.
getting better, even though
But
they're
we still need that on the defensive end, though.
They
We
still
need
need it on the defense.
coordination.
Dignitas, slowly. GK, this event. GK, this
GK,
event.
GK. Oh
Really
my God, GK played
playing
so good this
proactive
event.
Rocket League, really just making like, dude, it's awesome to see that teams are like finally playing like teams and stuff. And I'm happy, but yeah, it's still a long way to go. But no, like he just said, like Fesom just said, skill ceiling is getting higher, and it can only continue to rise if we continue to play like this.
I mean, this is a great play right here. I'm loving what I'm seeing in his individual aspect.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Stizzy had a great event individually. I was very impressed. And hey, if anyone doesn't know me and my opinion on Stizzy, I don't value him that highly. Fesom can tell you, I personally don't think Stizzy's as good of a player as people say he is. Just me personally. But he impressed me this event, dude. And I'm gonna be honest. Like he
It's
did.
just a goal right here. Yeah, great
goal.
opportunity. Great opportunity.
Yeah, Jorius.
This is what I mean by like this parts where he actually does something for the team. Which I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't. I don't want to sound like a jerk. Like he's like an individual player, but I mean, there's opportunities. Yeah, opportunities where we're getting those passes out. We're making goals. We're creating goals. That's what I want to see out of everybody in Rocket League. That's what we mean by teams playing like teams. Like, let's use each other to make a crazy fast team play into a goal.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man.
Like a 1-2, 1-2-3, like passing plays. I love it. Yeah. Or just coordination, demos, bumps.
Better coordination, really. Yeah. Yeah, so, yep, like we said, GK walked Dignitas. Like we said, their demons will have followed them from Birmingham. Even though they won the game, from there on out, it was not the same. I'll be honest, it was not the same. Yeah, moving on. We had Falcons versus KC. Did I pull a game for? I think I pulled game 1 for. Did I pull game 1 for?
I think it was game 3.
Let me see what game we pulled. Yeah, we did pull a game for. Okay, I believe it was game 1. The OT, yeah. So we'll get onto that in the next. I want to go over Falcons and KC first. Falcons KC, obviously. KC showed out today, boys. The winners of this event showed out. Big time. They were back in form as ever. We were seeing Birmingham KC.
Birmingham KC, yes. It's the shutouts. On defense, nothing was being allowed through. They were a genuine blue wall. A wall is steel.
But the Falcons series, I didn't get to watch it, a lot of it. So this is going to be interesting to see this 3-minute 32 overtime. Let's get into it, boys and gals. This was a good series. Falcons, the second best team in the world, in my opinion. In I think our opinion.
I think so. Yes.
I think we have the same opinion. I think we both think these two are the best teams in the world. I think we agree on that.
Yes. Without a doubt.
For sure. So
I think that they're 1 and 2, but again, Falcons didn't have to play GK. So.
Falcons didn't have to play GK. No, they didn't.
I'm not saying GK could have lost, but GK, yeah. GK was so good.
GK played great.
Honestly, GK, I felt like they were just priming and just like individually, and then the team plays that they were producing. I mean, obviously carried that,
Yeah,
and you
100%.
got great individuals and you got great team play. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. Math is math.
So let's get into. Let me make sure that this is the game that we're looking at. It is. Okay, good. I'm just making sure, guys. I don't want to give you guys the wrong replay. All right. Wait, this is NRG Vitality. What the heck? As I was saying that.
Can we delete the ones we've seen?
I thought this was literally named Falcons KC. What the heck? What happened? Yeah, I guess I'll delete the ones that we've seen. I don't want to delete a game that we haven't seen though. Let me just look at these now. Hold on.
So probably just go in and just like
I
do what
think
we
this
haven't
is it. I
seen.
think this is it. Oh, dude, this is NRG again. What? Oh, yeah, I'm looking at semis. I'm slow. I'm looking at semis. Oops.
Oh,
I'm actually a little slow for that. This is the. I was looking
oh
at
my
Gordon.
gosh! Yeah, there's two semis. Oh no, it's all good. Wow,
Dude.
I keep forgetting about that too.
That's so funny. Okay, that deserves to be in the video.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
that's awesome. I love that. No, that is awesome. Okay. All right, this is the game for sure, right? Surely. Yeah. Okay. There we go. All good. It wouldn't be club sandwich if we didn't make some mistakes.
Yes, sir. Would not.
All good, bro. All right. I forgot. Okay, anyways, like moving on into the series. Like we said, like we've been talking about, this was a really rejuvenating performance out of KC. I love watching this KC. When KC's playing like this is what I love. Like this is the team that I really love watching, where they're just like no nonsense, dude. And they're playing the second best team in the world. This is good Rocket League, dude.
This is amazing Rocket League. I love the way that they're playing. Systematically, it's amazing. I love it, dude.
Like Falcons, they're having human error, as y'all should know. Yeah. Like Falcons.
But KC has so much talent that the human error is cut down.
Yeah, exactly. Both these systems, obviously, I see KC as like a man-marked Falcons coverage system. With Falcons more so being less, or more so on the verge of like, say coverage, like full-on coverage.
Yeah.
So they're similar systems, but they're different in the way that they work. KC's more so of a traditional. They're more on the traditional line, I mean, where Falcons are more on like the actual full-on coverage base. Where they're covering areas and they're not really going to worry about like rotation as much in boots. Like it's different. But yeah, KC went out. This is the style that works more on land because it cuts down on the human error. That's what KC meant to do, and they have the talent to make sure that there's literally zero human error almost. It's nuts, really.
Also, I want to point out, this MVP was given to Drawley, if you don't already know. I don't feel like he's the MVP. I don't want to, like, really kind of just eat down at Drawley, kind of be mean about him, but he's kind of just filling in the gaps, you know? A lot of the work was mainly being done by Vati and Mattel. Not to like give away from how great of a player he is. Don't get me wrong, he's a great player. I just don't think he was the best on KC, or did the most.
Why would you say that? No, I'm kidding.
I know that's what people are gonna say because like
no, I know.
I mean, there's times where he is the best on the team. Like, don't get me wrong, a lot of the times he is.
Look, yeah, no, he's been the best. Not been the best, but I'm saying like before he was the best.
I think Ito is the best right now.
But me and Fesom have watched a lot of KC, guys. And I'm sure you guys have too. Some people. When you look at the game and the system and how it works, it relies on Ito being there to create the chances and being there to set up the plays. And if Ito doesn't do what he does best, which is that, with his mechanics, this team can fail. And the same applies for Vatira, where it doesn't fully rely on him, but it relies on him on the defensive end, right? Vatira has to be the one to set up the structure and help out on defense, and then kind of help Drawley be the fill in the gaps player, supporting him and helping out a toe with creating the plays. And then Drolly's kind of there to just do what he needs to do, which is be there
I
on
like Monkey
offense,
Moon.
create the solo plays, well, make his own solo plays, and help out a toe. So
I really love the way Vati plays.
Vatir, great player for sure.
Vati's probably my favorite player of all time. If I don't make it obvious how much I absolutely love this player. He's amazing. Look at this setup, free shot. I mean, that's
Good
tough,
defense,
but
good defense out of
good
Falcons.
defense. I mean, that's Falcons for you, man.
And look at Falcons just
It's
taking
a
it real
goal.
slow.
Oh,
Perfect.
there,
Almost
it's
a goal,
not
yeah.
perfect though. I love the way
really
that they're
good chance.
playing.
It could have been a goal chance, for sure. I mean, this is the like, obviously it's LAN and like teams aren't. I mean, look at that, bro! Instantly.
I mean,
Like,
oh
see,
my
this is what
god.
we're saying, dude. Look, slight. Look, instantly, Drawley's just slow on the rotation back, and then instantly TRK in midfield pass. This is what Falcons do so good. This is what Falcons are, dude. They're just ready. Any mistake that you give them, any error, any room, they're gonna be there to capitalize. And I mean, it just makes them so good, man. But yeah, like he was saying, right, with Vatira, great player to copy if you really want to. I have higher praise for Monkeyman. Monkeyman is my favorite player of all time. Couldn't tell from how much I praised the dude. But yeah, no. I think Vatira is a great player. He's definitely one of the best players on KC. But the thing is with KC, when Vatira is your worst player, you're doing something right. But I don't think Vatira is the worst player on the team, at least right now.
It depends. It's always on the event, on the day, how he's feeling. You know, it's like it's really hard as well when it's being compared to, like you said, Ato and Drawley. I mean, Drawley at a point, he really was the best player in the world. He's in contention for it right now. He always has been ever since he kind of really just showed himself at Worlds, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I think we both agree Ato's the best player on the team as of right now.
As of this current moment, for sure. I think
Ato
does a lot over it.
I mean, hey, there was, back in Riley, before obviously all the unfortunate things happened, we had, coming into the event, me and Fesom had Drawley and Ato at 1 and 2. For in the world.
We did.
Like they were heading into Riley 1 and 2 best players in the world. Zen, of course, close, not fully, but now Zen's really coming back into the spotlight. Again, as he always should be.
He's such a great, talented player. I mean, he's probably the best prodigy of all time. I mean, that 2022, 2023 Zen was B2A. He made every pro get better. He was at a whole different level of other pros. And that's not even Glaze, man. You can go watch videos on him. You can go to watch any other YouTubers' videos on him. They will talk to you about how great Zen is. And I'm not trying to meat ride. I'm not trying to glaze. I really try to not glaze Zen as much as possible. But, I mean, he's such a generational talent.
We try to be critics. Like, we're looking for issues. We're looking for reasons to say that you're not good. So when you don't give us any, like,
nothing else to say about it, you know?
Nothing else to say about it.
I know he's a lot of people's favorite player just because he literally first, 5 RLCS events, he won all of it.
Yeah, 3 regionals, major, and worlds he won.
In this season, it's very sad to not see a regional win. But at the same time, when you're playing such a powerhouse like KC, I'm telling you, Drawley's, I don't even have to glaze him. You already know how good he is. Everyone's already seen that. Almost even beat Moxie, who's supposed to be the best. Everyone looks at the best, as the best, for 1v1. Yeah, it's when you have such a individually talented player with the hard work. Don't get me wrong, man. There's a lot of hard work in Rocket League. There's no such thing as pure talent in Rocket League. There's always hard work to be done.
Yeah.
So obviously, some people can have more than others, but still. But yeah, whenever you have such a great individual, and then you have a Toe who's literally, he grinded once. He literally made top 4 in the EU regional, or EU1's regional. Well, not even regional, but yeah.
Fire, I think it is, right?
such an insane twos
Wait,
in
what
ones
a
player
shot
individually.
almost there.
Perfect. I know.
Yeah, no. Like,
And
this
then
KC team is
Vati.
insane, bro. The talent on this KC
Vati's not
team
a
is
ones
nuts.
player though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vatir is the only odd man out. He doesn't play
Vati's a
ones.
really great twos
Twos and
player. He's
threes player, yeah.
insanely great twos, and yeah, and I love that out of him, bro. He's such a great individual as well. And how, like, if he grinded ones more, he might be better. I don't really know. I feel like he's already insane enough as it is. I mean, Vati being your best player on your team is a really good sign because he's better than a lot of people. But then whenever he's your quote unquote worst, take it as you will. Yeah, you set your team at such a high standard. It's insane.
And then,
Like
obviously,
you
I
say, they
mean,
win.
just open net. That's
Yep.
what it is. Falcons leave open nets a lot, and they will take advantage of those. But yeah, good series out of KC. Looking their brightest, I'd say. And now the series that made me cry. I'll say it. Not really. I didn't cry, but I felt bad. I did. I really wanted Vitality versus KC.
It would
Uh,
have been an insane storyline.
like I tweeted on Twitter though, the third place match was the match that I thought was the best event or best series of the event, and I can say it was. It was. But anyways, moving on. This is obviously a little bit crazy, but yeah, like I said, when Casey's playing like that, even number 2 ain't gonna step to them. But anyways, then we have Vitality versus GK. Obviously, as you can see here, GK, and we'll have the game 1 for you guys, by the way, because obviously, like we said, we're looking for the OTs. But anyways, this is the only game. This is the game that GK did not lose the first game. Funnily enough. But Vitality almost completing the comeback of the 3-1. Zen was doing everything to keep his team afloat. Monkey Moo was hitting pre-flip resets, passes to Zen. Exotic was trying to stay afloat in this game. I'm not gonna lie. Exotic looked a little off. I think Exotic did say he was sick or is sick. So, hey, speedy recovery, brother. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost.
Hopefully, man. Got Worlds pretty soon. Pretty
World's
sure
coming up
in a
in
month,
about I think a month. Speedy recovery,
month-ish. Yeah,
brother. Speedy recovery.
speedy recovery.
So of course, but Vitality didn't play bad. They did not do bad at all this event. Really good showing, like we have just been saying. It really feels like Vitality are getting better with each series, and you will see that. Now let's look at the game. I believe this should be the game. Hopefully, it is. Yeah, okay, we're good. So now we get to talk about GK's defense. GK were priming on defense.
GK was really good in general this entire event, man. I don't know what else to say about them. They're just no meat ride, no nothing like that, dude. It's just they're that
No
good.
glaze, no pants pulled down.
I mean, usually they're not really this good. No offense to them at all. Usually they're not like popping off like this. I mean, I'm pretty sure they knew that. But whenever they're playing this on, this great on the day, like, of course you're gonna beat the teams you should be not be beating. But people usually would say not be beating.
Right.
A lot of people thought they were gonna lose the ultimates. Hell, I thought they were gonna lose the
losing the
ultimates.
ultimates. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they
I
lost
mean,
to
as people
Furia. I
should,
thought that was like a coincidence, but.
I thought that too, man. I thought that too.
Oh yeah, something funny happened, guys. I did not know that they were doing losers interviews. So when I saw Drufinio smiling ear to ear being interviewed, I thought Furia had won the GK series. Great shot, by the way, right there. Just to point it out
Wow,
from
yeah,
Archie.
go back to that.
Even further back here.
Placement.
Look at Archie. I mean, beautiful play. Look at the Joyo pass, and Monkey Moon should have been a net there. That's the one time you're gonna catch Monkey Moon. Look, like, talk about how good GK's been playing. The one time Monkey Moon's made Monkey Moon, by the way, a positional mistake on defense out of Monkey Moon, and Archie catches it. Like, talk about being prepared and ready, dude.
Archie's really great player, honestly.
He has really had a great year. Like, a year. I say that. He's had a good year. Like, he stepped up. Amazing. Obviously, I mean, you got Joy on the
team. Maybe not the second split as much, but besides that, yeah. I mean, because GK just didn't have a great second split. It's okay though. It happens.
Chalk it up to team play, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting back into this, GK really good. I don't really know what else to say. Like, what else there is to say about like these teams. We've already kind of said a lot. Let's let this gameplay kind of play here. But let's actually let's use this time. Let's talk about how we're feeling towards Worlds here, since we kind of already kind of talked about these teams. Oh, how are you feeling towards
Honestly,
Worlds?
I'm feeling a little confused where we're gonna have some of these teams be at. Like, for example, GK. Can they keep this up? And are other teams going to change how they play? Are they going to fix issues?
Beautiful
Are we
shot
going to
by
be
Exotic.
seeing new top teams potentially?
Yeah.
Are the old teams going to fade? Like, there's a lot of questions, and there's also a lot of questions in the LCQ qualifiers, because we do have teams that might be showing up and beating other guys that are already in the tournament.
Yeah, man.
And
Interested to see how.
the people that we got in there is ex-Corinthians. I don't know if anyone knows that team. It's a South American team. It's Brad, Drops, and Razebull. Yeah, Razebull.
Right. Interesting.
And they're playing Gen G Mobile 1 Racing. And then whoever wins that will have to play Rock, because Rock is playing Foot, and I honestly expect Rock to win. Rock is a really talented team. We got Twiz, Abdullah, and Gaza.
Right.
They're really solid. And pretty sure like Shopify, yeah, Shopify qualified. So
Yeah,
I think they're playing Virtus Pro. Virtus Pro, yeah, they're playing Virtus Pro. But the thing is, for their qualifying match in the upper bracket, they're gonna have to play Ninjas in Pajamas. It's a really strong team that everybody expected a lot out of them. It's Nas, Oski, and Radosin this time though. They do have a different player.
Right.
No longer Itachi. But yeah, I mean, I'm low-key expecting these teams to make it out. I'm expecting Gen G or Corinthians to make it out. And I'm expecting Rock to make it out. And I'm expecting Shopify and Ninjas in Pajamas. So that's like, I think that's like 5 teams I just said right there. So one of those teams might not be making it through. Because, I mean, unfortunately, you're going to have to play pretty stacked teams. This is Worlds, man. You gotta lock in.
Yeah, I mean, it's the biggest event of the, well, EWCs don't like, you know, people plays it. But if we're talking about RLCS, it's the biggest event of the year. You know, it's the event that matters. There's a lot of question marks, like you said, especially with the LCQ. I agree. We'll get into that, I think, more in depth in another video. I think we should. You think? What about LCQ?
Yeah, I think we should. For LCQ?
Yeah.
I don't even know, honestly, I mean, do we want to make who's the best team out of the all LCQ players or teams?
We can think about it. Yeah, we can think about that for sure. But going into this, yeah, heading into Worlds, I think, like you said, there's a lot of questions for one. A lot of questions.
Who's the #1 SAM team is a really huge question. I mean, we already formed an opinion. Yeah, we already know who we think it is. It's secret, but I mean, honestly, I haven't seen this new. Yeah, Furia bounced back, and I have not seen this new full Corinthian squad because Razebull got, I think he got dropped or he just left Complexity.
I think he went back to Sam. I don't think he got kicked. I think he went back to Sam.
He went back to Sam, so yeah. So I don't really know too much about him, how they're doing. I know Brad is a very talented player.
Yeah, Brad.
You've seen him on LAN. Really good player. But I besides that, Drops, everyone knows pretty good.
I think some questions for the big teams, like, can KC keep it up? Falcons, will they allow the human errors and, you know, to affect them? Will they shake off the nerves, so to speak?
Well, Ultimates do a little more what we kind of saw in Birmingham, where it was more of a team play. It was more of like the whole team instead of just like one guy having to do everything, which kind of looked that way off of the replay. I know it's definitely not like that. I mean, it's a team esport, so it's not gonna be that way. You know, it's not gonna look that way. But sometimes it just feels like that. You know, when you're like saying it feels like having a 1v2, even though you have a teammate, because your teammate sometimes can't play in your positions. Obviously, or where they need you to, or where they need to be. Obviously, it's a little different because it's pros. So most of the time, they're not going to make that little mistake that your teammates are making, but it's still the smallest error to make Rocket League like at its best potential for team play. Obviously, there's going to still be something you could have done, what it could have, should have, but there's just light things that people need to see. And also, SSG. I wonder if they're going to do really good at Worlds, because I feel like they have the potential to. I mean, we kind of just saw that.
Yeah.
How
will
hanging up the
SSG
big
do
guy.
with the LAN? Another raised question, I think. For Dignitas,
Yeah.
will they shed the demons from this event and also from Riley? Can they shed those demons is a good question. Will NRG finally evolve? That's how I'm going to put it. Will NRG finally
Dude,
evolve on defense?
I
Finally push past their limits?
Who's your favorite to win this? Like, who do you want to see win this?
My
Not your
favorite to
favorite.
win Worlds.
Who do you want to see win it? Who do you
I'd
want to see
say
win?
as of now, it's Falcons.
You want to see them win it, or they're like your favorites to win it?
I think they're my favorites in terms of like overall team structure. I think they're my favorites to win Worlds.
I think my favorites to win Worlds is low key. I know I'm gonna sound like almost every other person who plays and watches Rocket League. I'm not gonna lie, KC.
I do think like
insane.
when we're talking about KC and Falcons, I think it's like really interchangeable.
It is.
Like, and even Vitality can be thrown into the mix.
Vitality is the guys that I want to win.
Like, if we're talking about who I think's gonna win, I think it'll be Falcons. Like, obviously we'll know more leading up to Worlds, and LCQ and all that, and obviously the first couple days of Worlds we'll know more. But I think after EWC, my favorite to win Worlds is Falcons. And I know a lot of people's like, oh, you know, I think every event, like, there's some people that are like, it's Falcons, it's Falcons.
Yeah, it's like the Cowboys. It's like the Cowboys, but they actually won this time. They won a major.
Even though this event for them, obviously they probably wanted to win EWC, being in Saudi and all that. I think they still have a lot of momentum coming from Riley. You know, finally winning their first major. Well deserved.
I absolutely love that for them.
Well deserved.
Very much well
Absolutely
deserved.
very well deserved. I think they'll have that momentum, and I think if I mean, from what we've seen, I think they'll continue to improve, and I think they'll show up for Worlds. I hope, and I think they'll win. But I think it's a toss up right now. If I'm being realistic, right? If I'm being realistic, I think it's so far a toss up between KC, and I think I think heading to Worlds, the questions that these three teams will have to answer. I'm talking about Vitality, KC, and Falcons. To see who the real favorite is. One, can KC continue to keep up the form? Two, for Falcons, can they reduce the human error, and can they condense that system to where we're not seeing those open nets as much? And then for Vitality, I think it's, can they continue to evolve? Can they continue to coordinate? Can they basically just kind of evolve in a similar sense to NRG, but just in a different way, you know? Just, can they get better as a whole? Can they continue to build that chemistry? I think for Vitality, it's more so on the lines of, can they get that offense to be a monster in the midfield? I think that's kind of like what we need to see.
Agreed. Honestly.
Now
moving on to the finals, right?
You want to watch the finals? I'm down. Yeah.
Pretty sure that's our last one.
I think that is. Yeah. I believe that is. Yeah. Should be our last one.
Speaking about this finals,
yes. Okay.
KC played really good.
We are going to be looking at the game that GK did win. But this was all they had. Oh my goodness. KC, dude. This was a return to stinking form, if anything. I mean, GK had nothing other than this game. You'll see why. GK got a little fortunate. As we talked about, right? I mean, look at that, dude. Look at that.
Correct. I know.
Like,
There's
even
just
right
like
there.
unlucky
Like, Materia,
stuff.
I
Or
don't know
just
why he's jumping, to be honest.
kind of running out of fuel.
Yeah. So, yeah. Casey really returned to form. GK had this game. This was one game that they kind of showed up in a little bit. Other than that, there was nothing. There was just
Probably
no.
returning to his back-to-back champion of EWC. He won last year,
Yeah.
and he won this year.
Speaking of Drali, he's back on his mold, as so to speak, where he's winning EWC. If this is any deja vu to come, then we'll be seeing Casey lifting the trophy.
Yep. Last time EWC champ was the champ of the entire tournament. Kind of makes sense, you know, a little bit, but at the same time, we're not really going to take these tournaments that are not of RLCS, different sponsors, that we're not really going to take these kind of into consideration sometimes. So who's actually going to win it all? Most of the times we're going to say that, but well, I guess last year it was wrong for once.
You know, Worlds is a different beast entirely. In my opinion, you know, Worlds is like and I think it's the one event where people's nerves actually do play a factor, because when you're thinking of it, you're like, man, this is Worlds, right? This is a world championship. Like, we win this, we go up on a banner in game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are
Yeah,
forever engraved into Rocket League history if you win Worlds. So I
your
think that
name's going to be
really,
there forever. Worlds
right,
means so much.
right, exactly. Worlds means everything, and like, you know, majors are cool. Majors are good. You know, you want to win majors. Majors are trophy case, right? Also, look at
Yes.
the defense out of GK here. I mean, this is just crazy here. GK just waiting, right? W save from Oli. Toe jumps in and just cleared out. Like I said, that's just the defense that GK had this series. But
GK was really locking it down.
Casey found those openings, and then they said no. They said no on offense. They said no for GK on offense, other than this one. But yeah, I think Worlds, like I said, is where you really see those nerves kick in, because it means so much. And I'm very
I know a
excited to
lot
see.
of players like Vati have really wanted to lift that trophy. I know Vati's been trying for years. I'm pretty sure it's a 3-time major champion.
Yeah,
If
three-time major.
I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 3-time major champ. I think he's won the most majors out of any other player, like online majors.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean he's a champion at lane. It's just when it comes to Worlds, he's never really. I mean, 2023 when Zen won, I think they were the closest team to beating them because they lost like 4-2. I'm pretty
They were,
sure
yeah.
nobody else came close to that. They
Yeah.
were the closest team. If I'm not gonna
That
lie,
was,
no
funnily
shots at
enough, with
Zen, but
Exotic and Itachi.
yeah, if it weren't for Zen, that would have been KC's championship run. I'm not gonna lie, I really believe that.
What do you think? Exotic could have been a two-time champ.
Could have been, but then again, Zen was just so far ahead of everybody at the time. I mean, you can't really blame it on anybody. You know, it's just happens. But I do think I really want to see KC win for the fact I think Vati deserves to be a world champion.
It's fair enough, man.
He's been
I mean,
searching
he's
for
your
this
favorite
so,
player,
so
so it's
long.
fair enough.
Yeah, I just want him to have that one world championship.
Very fair. I think Casey can do it. They definitely have the
They have
structure,
the
the
talent,
team, the
the
system, they
structure.
everything. Like, they have the ability
All
to win.
about just waiting for it and being there on the day.
Yeah, it's just about being better on the day. What Worlds is, bro. Better on the day, you win.
Really excited to see how everyone's looking on the day though. Like especially on that last day of World, I'm looking forward to see how everyone's playing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good moment. Like I said, we're very excited for Worlds, guys.
Really excited.
um,
We just cannot wait. Honestly,
we will be making, for sure, no debates. We will be making a prediction video when Worlds bracket gets released. Because I mean, how can we not? um, but yeah, We'll be making some other videos, like I said, on some teams that we want to really like dive into before Worlds. I think on our list is obviously Falcons. Um,
Falcons, potentially Vitality, and we're gonna see
Charlie.
what other teams we really want to talk about.
We'll see.
Really, just kind of break down how they play and just really the individual aspect of the team as well. Honestly, just everything, how where they placed, how they've done, what they do right, what they do wrong, in our personal opinions, obviously.
Yep. Our opinions that are like gospel.
Yeah, no, don't take it as gospel. I don't want anyone to think, yeah, we're so right, everyone else is wrong. I don't want to be like that. We say our piece. We could be wrong. We don't think we are because why would you have an opinion if you don't think you're right
Hey,
about it?
we've been right a lot. That's all I'm saying. We've been right a
A lot
lot.
of times we have. Yeah.
All right, moving on. Yeah, like we said, KC just dominate the series.
If
Um,
Casey was a brick wall. Besides that last game,
besides that game
brick
that they had
wall.
after the
Nothing was being let in. Shut down on
I mean, look
everything.
at this. Look at this. Literally, 1-0, GK had nothing on offense. 2-0, GK had nothing on offense. 1-0, GK had nothing on offense. Nothing at all.
I think that
3-1,
game that they
GK
won
finally
was when
show
they
it.
first started scoring. Yeah.
3-0, or 3-1, sorry. And then KC shut it back down 1-0.
And again, like it's not like GK wasn't playing good. They were playing. In my
GK were playing out of
opinion,
their
it's the best
minds.
I think I've ever seen them play.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, I've never seen GK play like that. You could tell me I'm wrong. You can prove me I'm wrong. I'm just gonna say that. Okay. You know, KC was just a different beast. They were insane. This is what we were talking about, the Birmingham form. They're playing like this at Worlds. They might take it all. I don't think any team's going to beat a team that's like so systematically defensive to the point where you can't get a shot off. Like that's what it felt like.
Yeah, KC system's
If you got
just
if
crazy.
if you got a shot off, it was instantly blocked. It felt like it was literally an invisible wall in the net. Nothing was being let in.
Yeah.
Besides, so like game 4?
Game 4.
Yeah,
Game
game
4.
4.
All right,
Which I mean, it
folks.
happens, dude. We're human.
KC take it all. Draw like MVP. I disagree with Jolly MVP. I think we both disagree with Jolly MVP. We
We
both think
disagree
Kato
with
should have
that.
got it, I think.
I think so.
But anyway, top 10 players list from EWC. We've thought about it. So revealing at number 10, we have TRK 511.
Okay.
TRK played a good event.
Honestly, yeah, I think he did really great. I mean, TRK is just, I don't know what it is. I feel like he's kind of Saudi's Monkey Moon, if that makes sense, but in a Fennec, obviously.
Yeah.
He's been having a little bit of, not really backlash, but just kind of shots being taken at him. Like, is he as good as he was before? He's like falling off. I think he showed that he is as good as he was before. He's really trying to show that he's a really valuable asset to this team. I mean, we know it, obviously, but a lot of people, they see one thing, it goes wrong, and instantly hate on him.
Yeah, Rojas is getting a lot of that hate, and then it switched to TRK. Killers has been good all overall, so.
Killers, nobody hates him because he's always scoring goals, man.
Amen, bro. Bro. But yeah,
It's like
TRK.
in a football team, bro. If you're the quarterback giving those dimes, or if you're even uh the lineman always blocking and doing everything to stop the other team, you're gonna get glazed upon. They're gonna, if you're getting the touchdowns too, like they're gonna look to you as the best player. Well, I mean, Killiers kind of is. So I mean, it's not wrong.
Yeah, Killers definitely, for sure. Now, number 9, we have Archie, boys.
Archie.
Played great.
I love how he played. I
Look,
love how great he played.
he played amazing. Great. And the only reason he's at 9 is because there's just players that played better than him. That is really just the only that's really just the only thing.
Honestly, if GK won it all, I would have given the MVP to this man.
Yeah, Archie would have got MVP if they won it all. Yeah, 100%.
Archie used to get glazed back in Simper, back in 21, 22.
In point,
And
Simper.
and then
Top
he
blokes.
kind of just fell off face of the planet a little bit because I mean, as competition rises, it's gonna happen. Nothing bad to him. It's just people got better, and
Low
he was just
hours,
not getting much
stuff
of a
like
shot.
that.
Low hours, yeah. He's a very low hour player. I don't know if he's been getting his hours in, but if he has, it's showing.
For sure.
If
He's
not,
actually looking a
he's
lot
just
better.
that good, man.
Yeah, I hope he can keep it up at Worlds, man. I'm
I
excited.
really do too.
At number 8, remember guys, this is only EWC, so don't think and jump out of your cabbies at this player. At number 8, we have Drawley.
Honestly, the reason why I'm placing him this high is I don't think he's doing anything like better than other players in their role for their team. I don't know if that's crazy to say, but I just feel like he's doing a lot. I mean, obviously he's in the top 10 in this. He's still goated, but I feel like other players just kind of filled in their roles,
A
made a
little bit
lot
better than him
more
at this event.
of an image, on the team of a mark.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think it's just Drawley didn't have the best event as he normally does, and that's okay. Because if he looks good in Worlds, then he can shoot up for the Worlds list, And at number
exactly.
7, boys, I mean, this guy was cooking for GK. You should know what I'm talking about. Oli, boys.
Oli.
Oli,
Oli was, oh my God.
dude. This guy. Talk about, like, the fill-in-the-gaps players night he gets on Rocket League. Talking about fill-in-the-gaps players.
I'm gonna say it. He filled in the gaps a lot better than Jolly. No offense, he lost. He lost, bro. He did. It's just his KC came as a unison and just said, "Hey, you're not winning." They stopped him. They
I think
wouldn't let
Casey's
him get
team
anything.
structure is better than GK's. I think that's why Casey won. I don't think it was an
That as
individual
well.
thing.
I feel like it's individual talent with the systematic system.
Right,
Obviously,
exactly.
I feel like when you put those like all together, you just get an unstoppable force, man.
Right, exactly. But Oli had an outstanding event, guys. Because like we said, Drawley didn't look as good. Look, if we're talking about just Sunday, Drawley's probably won. Right?
Raleigh's probably won off Sunday alone.
Off Sunday
We're
today
talking about
alone.
the whole thing.
But the whole thing, Drawley looked a little shaky still. But he like I said,
But he's
Casey,
coming back to that player that we knew, though.
Casey
Like,
really
there's no
turned up.
doubt about it.
Casey really turned up.
He's really turned up.
At number 6, the GOAT. You should know what I'm talking about. Monkey Man.
Monkey Moon.
Monkey Man, the GOAT. He's back to form just in time for Worlds as he always is.
I mean, there's been a lot of talk about him being back in form. We're here to tell you it's true. Not
It's
that
true.
he's going to win it all, but it's true.
Yeah.
I cannot defy or like say much about him besides the fact that, like we've been saying, like almost the entire video, fill in the gaps guy, really great, like smart player on the ball, off the ball. Like, here's what I'm saying. Like, he does things better than other players. Like, I feel like he's playing at his position better than Ovi, better than Drawley, and honestly, almost any fill in the gaps player.
Right.
No glaze to him. All right.
Yeah, no glaze. I mean, yeah. That's what he's known for, dude. That's what he's known for.
Mr. Fundamentals. Like,
Mr.
my God.
Fundamentals, bro. Yeah, but there's a reason that he's not number 5. And that's because there's one player that is slightly better than him at being a player. That's Vatira.
Vati. I'm just a Vati glazer. If you watch his gameplay, like I said, he can do almost all of it. He's a jack of all trades. If I'm being honest, he's kind of like Rayo.
Vatira is
If
a lot
anyone knows
like
Blue Lock,
yeah. If you watch Blue Lock, it's like he's just good at everything.
jack of all trades, man.
Vatira is extremely good at everything. That's the difference. He's extremely good at everything. He can play defense. He can play offense. He can control the midfield. I'd say his midfield's like the slight weakness, but like if he's a 99 at both defense and like I'll say he's like a 94 at both defense and offense.
And offense, like
And
he's very up there.
Yeah,
He's not the best, the greatest, but it's so good that it's like it makes him like how do I say this, man? Like he's a great player in general. Like, Mark Snuffy, anybody who watches Blue Lock, he's good at everything. Honestly, that could be a better comparison, but
that probably is a better comparison. Other than I
he
think
just
Mark Snuffy's
does.
more like Monkey Man though, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, possibly.
It's tough.
Honestly,
It's really tough.
and
We
stuff.
haven't thought about
Yeah,
these comparisons, guys. We're just rolling with it. But
yeah.
no, like I was going on, like Vatira's control of the midfield, like I said, if his offense and defense is a 94, his midfield control is like a 91, like a 90. Like it's not as good, just slightly though. But yeah, he's not as good as number 4, at least at this event, and that number 4 is his previous teammate, Joyo.
Oh yo,
Joyo, oh boyo, dude, this guy had a crazy event.
wherever this guy is at any team, he always makes him shine. Any team at all, he always shines on. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch enough Joyo gameplay to give an exact answer why that is. I don't. He's got mechanics. I know that, but it just feels like he's always kind of a fill in the gaps player, but not really. If you know what I mean. Not really. He's
Yeah,
always so good. No matter what, he's like defensively nuts. His mechanics obviously carrying him on offense. He's not much of a shooter, but he's very much of a mechanical freestyle type of player. If no one knows, he was a freestyler before he was a pro.
right. Yeah, no, he's got those mechanics, but he's also got a little bit of the brains to back it, so he's very good.
Some of his quick passes too. I think the whole GK roster, they are very much tiki taka. If anyone knows what that is, it's a Barcelona way where it's just like passing back and forth to a great player, just in beautiful passes.
Yeah. Yeah, GK definitely. I think we're starting to lose a little bit of the individuality from players, so like we're starting to get into more team structured wins.
Yes, for sure.
Um, so yeah, I think we're getting more into that, which is making it harder to like separate players because like from their roles. I mean, but anyways, at number 3 we have killers.
Killers is probably the best player on Falcons, as you see right here. We have him highest rated out of any Falcons player. A lot of his mistakes that he ever really does is the fact that he wasn't in the play. Like when they get scored on, a lot of the times it's because he already went. Kind of like how we were just talking about how Daniel's not in the play. They're scored on. That's kind of clears.
Yeah, killers is like the if he's not in the play, like he's just saying. I don't want to reharp on what he just said, but like he just said, killers definitely is like the Daniel-esque player. At least now. Early in his career,
At
he was
least now,
mainly
yeah.
offense. He reminds me a little bit of the player that's next coming up on the list, where early in his career was offense, but he's really structured his defense really well, especially recently, which is I think what helped them contribute to the major win. But yeah, moving on. Number 2, this player, man, he's been doing everything for KC. A toe. This guy. Oh my goodness, he just does everything for KC.
I think this is one of the players where he's like Jojo with the mechanics part. He has, in my personal opinion, more mechs than he does, but he has better like comp mechanics. That's what makes him so good. He's a definition of maxed out in mechanics in the comp area.
Yeah, 100%. And he's got the brains and the positioning to back it up too. And
He's
he's
really smart, and dude, his 50s are like I don't want to glaze, but they're godlike. Like this player upcoming as well. These two players, me personally, because I'm a 2v2 merchant, bro. I watch twos a lot. These two players are the best 2v2 players in my personal opinion. You put these two together, I don't think anyone's beating them. They are insane with their 50s and their IQ pass plays and when they need to be on the ball, off the ball. I think a lot of people know who this next player is.
and a number 1 for EWC. The guy, if a toe is doing everything for KC, well, this kid was doing everything for Vitality. We have Zen.
I
Oh my
genuinely
goodness.
think he is the best player right now. I think he's taking that crown back. I don't think most of the time he's never really dropped that crown. The only reason why Charlie's been put a little higher is because like of his highlight moments
I think also because of the
and his
results.
runs
I think because of the
and
team results.
results.
People
Just
think
that
that
in
Draw is
general.
better. But I think Zen's the better player. Like if we're looking at pure individuality. I think it
Exactly.
shows, man. I mean, he's been doing everything for Vitality, especially this event. He really showed out for Vitality.
I can see he's got the passion to win. It's just all about being on that day. You know, when like there's this like quote that somebody says, winning isn't like a promise to anybody. No matter how many hours you put in, it's not going to be fair to you. It just depends on that day. And if on that day, the best player in the world, I believe it's Zen, can play how he does normally, and his teammates play decent, he might take another world championship home.
Yeah,
I
100%.
really want him. I really want him to. I think he's the greatest Rocket League talent we've ever seen, ever. And now that he has Monkey Moon, who is probably the best fundamental of all time, teaching this kid, if he is, I think we're gonna have Loki a debate between these two at some point. If he wins another Worlds, this is all theoreticals. Could happen, because almost like any other player in sports history, like this could have happened, had the potential, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's just got to commit to that. He's just got to, foresee his potential. All right, boys. It's been a long video. I don't know how long we've had on this vid. I think we've had a lot of time, and it was a good video. I really enjoyed making this so far.
Super
Yeah.
long video.
These are our top 10 EWC players, as you can see here. And yeah.
And EWC recap.
EWC recap. So, we'll be back in the next one. This is BrizZain signing out, and my co-host
Fesom, this is me signing out. I hope you guys have a good night or a good day.
Peace out from Club Sandwich.